10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
From the ground up productions presents
The Hood Card.
Have you been violated?
Fuck you, bitch. I don't give a fuck.
Did somebody do you dirty?
You are not the
Taking the Hood Card.
Get the hood card.
Street justice will be served, cause everything is based off the code of the streets.
Now let's get into it.
Please rise. Court is now in session.
Alright, y'all already know what it is. We in the building. This is Hood Court. Y'all already know. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, hoodlums and hood rats. You are now tuned in to Hood Court, where everything is based off of the code of the streets. And today we are going to be discussing Kevin Samuel's death and the people's response. We're going to be discussing. Yep.
We're going to be discussing the YSL and Young Thug. We're going to also discuss that whole situation in Buffalo, the shooting in Buffalo.
All right.
I know we've been going for a minute, but you know, COVID and surgeries, and it's been a while, a couple weeks.
So, yo, guys, we're going to find out who's going to get their hood card revoked. And remember, you guys are the audience. You guys are the jury. So you can put your verdict in early. Your opinion matters, what you say, okay? So let's find out who's going to get their hood card revoked. Before we do that, let's go ahead, advertise ourselves. Anybody that's tuned in, make sure you share this live right now. If you tune in later, make sure you still share it. So, boom, why don't you go ahead and tell the people a little bit about who you are. We're going to go in a circle, and then we're going to get into it.
Y'all know what it is. It's Poppy Fortune. If you've been here, you know who I am. If you don't, Google me. Shout out to Zulu Nation for the hoodie. Y'all know what it is. It's Poppy Fortune. Oh.
I apologize. Sorry.
Yeah, shout out to Zulu Nation for the hoodie. They also make athletic gear. Please hit them up on Facebook, Zulu Nation, Instagram, Zulu Nation. Excuse me, Zulu Creations. I suck at giving shout outs.
What else we got? Go.
Yeah, y'all know who it is. It's Ray, Silent Assassin. I got a whole lot of AKAs, but that's seems to be the main one now. You know, I'm on y'all see me from the ground up on practically everything now.
All right. And we're not sure where our other host is, Tyler Mix, but he is supposed to be on. Maybe he will pop on later. If not, we still gonna hold it down and rep, you know what it is from the ground up. You already know. 845. You know what I mean? That's what we do. But for those who don't know, I am your girl, Lady Miz. Look, y'all already know what it is, so I don't really got to go too much into it. But I'm Lady Miz, kind of do a little bit of everything. We here for it. Y'all already know Hood Court is based off of hood rules. Everything is based off of the code of the street. So that's what we're going to be giving our verdict on today. But again, I want to remind y'all that your opinion matters, okay? Remember that. This is no holds bars. We got no filter here. We ready for whatever. It is what it is. And we're going to keep it 100 with y'all. We ask that y'all do the same. Those who are tuned in, we asking you to share. Text it, whatever. Let somebody know. Tell somebody to tell somebody, because it's about to go down. Let's go. All right. So first, who you want to discuss first? Poppy Fortune, you pick.
I mean, let's discuss this Rico, because like this is crazy. Some rappers just can't stay out of prison, bro. Like, what's going on? Everybody catching a Rico. Pooh Shiesty got 5 years. NBA young boys. How they put you on house arrest in a state you've never been into before? Like that still trips me out, bro. Like, you've never been to Utah, and now you can't leave Utah.
I don't know.
Thugger facing, they say Thugger and 50 bodies. They got him and Lil Gunna one of.
So let's see who we talking about here, because I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, I don't really follow up on all the new like rappers. I'm like totally out the game with that. Y'all know I'm boom back all day, but that's what it is. I don't know. Who these people? Put them up on the
I don't know if Young Thug is can be considered a new rapper.
Oh, he don't.
I'm about to say Thugger been out since. Thugger been out since like I was in high school. Thugger been popping since like 2013, 2014 when he dropped Stoner. and he blew up from there.
Okay.
Like honestly, when you listen to hip hop, Thugger really birthed most of the stuff you hear, or the flows, or that these kids are doing. Like you just go listen to Young Thug, and that's where it came from.
Let me give some quick shout outs real quick. Let me do that real quick because we forgot to do that when we pulled up. Especially Chinks for pulling up early. Town Mama for pulling up early. We see y'all. We appreciate y'all. Big shout out to King Charlie Prince. You know what I'm saying? I can't see whoever is in the building because y'all didn't post. But if you put yourself in a comment or even where you from, we definitely will shout you out in your city. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Now, you're saying they can't stay out of jail. Tell me the violations that was done when it comes to the hood.
I mean, I can't really think of any violations that they did because, they were just doing like just general. They thought that they were John Gotti. I'm not going to hold. Allegedly, the FBI and the GBI say that they thought that they were John Gotti. But you feel me? I wasn't there. I can't say they did that.
I'm going to tell you like this, and this is my opinion on it, all right? Mm-hmm. I think we holding, whatever they did, whatever they did, I'm going to say, we got to look at the FBI first, because if these guys got 50 bodies and they've been watching them for a long time, the FBI is the one who violated.
Yeah.
You got to ask me why it had to take 50 bodies before you realize to say, hey, we need to start looking into these guys.
Yeah. And then, they violated that. And then they posted a board that had a bunch of people names on it. They have, 4PK, P4K, Go Baby and them. They had them on it and all that. So it's like, are they trying to scare rappers? Or is it like a crusade against rappers? Because even up north, like Casanova, all the rappers up north are locked up or just coming home outside of Fabi.
I'm going to say this, though, all right? If they were doing whatever they did,
what did
I mean, supposedly
50 bodies.
50 bodies with YSL? That's,
but I feel like they carried it as some cabinet. It's like they said that they're responsible for 70% of the crime in Atlanta in the past 10 years or something crazy. Like, that's a lot of, they don't got enough people for that. Like, you know how many people in Atlanta?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think it's the FBI and the GBI and people who don't know, it's the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. I think they the ones that are violated because, like I said, it's no way in the world 50 bodies and you're saying, hey, now let's start arresting people. What happened to doing something at body number 1 or body number 2 when you first realize, hey, they doing something? And if you investigate them, when did they start and why were they letting this stuff pile up?
Right. Because they say they've been investigating them for 10 years. So it's like, you just been watching bodies pile up for 10 years. You've been listening to them. Like, they were allegedly on the jail phones talking all crazy. So, like, you just been listening to jail phones and just putting hits on people from in and out of the wall. And y'all ain't do nothing about it.
Yeah, the FBI is the one who violated here.
Nah, because I'm like, if that would have been in, like, Little Cindy Lou neighborhood, nah, it'd have been an issue. While we're here, I also like to say, since we're going to talk about YSL, rest in peace to Lil Key. Member of YSL, he passed away due to kidney and liver failure a few days after the raid.
All right.
Wow.
Okay.
I know who he is. I heard of it. I heard about him yesterday, but I don't know who he is.
Big shout out to Grandpa Body P on the check-in. I see you, Grandpa Body P. Shout
what
out
up?
to
What
the
up?
UK. Shout out for repping for you. Hip hop. I see you in the building. Let's get it. So listen. So right now, on trial. We got it, so it's not what's his name? What's his name?
I mean, we can't really put them on anything. It's like they just did what they were rapping about.
So I mean,
that is a violation. I mean, they did that. To me, I would be honest. Anybody who destroying the hood, or if that's the idea of you in the hood, and instead of uplifting it and protecting the hood, that's what you're doing. That's kind of a violation to me, y'all.
But Young Thug was a person who did take care of his neighborhood. Even like we just spoke on Lil Key. Lil Key was a kid on his block that he went down to the block, just chilling on the block, listening to his music. Somebody told him to go check the kid. Matter of fact, I think his mother told him to go check the kid. And he ended up signing this kid and taking this kid out of the hood. And he's somebody who really did take care of his hood.
All right.
Yeah, was there crime? Yeah. But at the same time, if we're going to listen to the music and bop to the music about them killing people and committing crimes and doing all of this, how are we going to act uppy when they're actually doing it? Like, bro, they not lying. You got to respect it.
He said, no, matter of fact, let me do that. Listen, put the guns down. Put the guns down. We ain't trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, here's the deal. What's good? What's good? Eddie OJ, I see you in the check-in. Let me tell y'all something. You're right. So to me, if we're going to support the music and they rapping about it, that means they be about it. Because what do y'all say when we talk about rappers when they talking that shit? Oh, you ain't really about that life. So you promote a motherfucker to want to do shit. You understand what I'm saying? When you tell people who's just doing entertainment, if they spit in certain things about shooting, killing, drugs, this and that, and y'all say you ain't real hip hop if you ain't really living that life, then who's on trial here? Is it y'all that put that shit out? Is it us that support it? Is it them for doing it? Is it the freaking, like you said, the FBI or whoever that's sitting back watching the body count go up and up and up? Like, really, who the hell is violating these hood rules? That's the basic part that we're trying to get to.
Yeah, and it's like, nah, the fans definitely are, because the same fans are like, oh, YSL shouldn't have been doing nothing illegal, are the same fans that turn around when Benny the Butcher gets jumped in Buffalo and says, oh, he should have had the guns he rapped about. Well, nah, which way do you want it?
Well, I'm gonna say it like this. Look, we have to understand some of these guys are so-called millionaires, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get out the hood only to go back and kill. Come on, man. What's the reason you're supposed to get away from that? You once you make that money to get out, you're not supposed to be back in the hood doing dumb shit. That's the reason for getting out.
No, I definitely agree with that. But at the same time as I agree with it, we can't be surprised when they do it. Everybody's acting so surprised when they do it. Well, let's talk about hip-hop history. When hip-hop first started, nobody was making money. And all of the original hip-hop crews were gangs. Am I lying?
No. I don't know what no
most of them.
No, that wasn't no gangs. They were cliques.
What's the difference?
No.
They weren't Bloods and Crips and GDs. They were repping a block. These days, they would be considered a gang. Like, these days, even legally, they would be considered a gang. And they had to do what they had to do to make money because they weren't.
Public Enemy wasn't a gang.
Public Enemy wasn't a gang, but an Outkast wasn't a gang. Because even in that era, a lot of it was gangs. By the time you got to the 90s, the Bloods and the Crips ran everything. And if it wasn't Bloods and the Crips, it was the Mafia. But guess what? A lot of those guys were still hustling, and they tell the stories now about how Big Pun got somebody killed in the Apollo in front of everybody, and nobody batted an eye. Like, he had brought thrown from the second deck, hit the stage, landed on his neck. Like, they told the story. Nobody batted an eye when he did it. So, like, they've been doing this. Only difference is now you got social media and you got cameras. No, you got cameras. So I want y'all to realize something, right? Back in the days, you had old heads used to watch the movies. I forget what movie it was. They was like, yo, put the phones in the fridge and wrap them in foil. And I was like, yo, that sounds crazy. But now it makes sense. Like, if you're going to do illegal things, bro, why do you have a smartphone? Why do you have a device that 24/7 is recording you in 4K with HD audio, 100% lossless hi-fi, and your GPS location? Like, it doesn't make sense, bro.
Yo, let me just give a big shout out to Sweet Shay on the check-in and Yellow Pound Cake on the check-in. I see y'all. What's good?
Let's read what Pound Cake said.
Let's read some of these comments.
Pound Cake said, "In the hood, when you get out, don't forget where you came from and start acting like a soft dick with no head."
Man, look, that's a fact. But if they were doing what the FBI and GBI alleged they were doing, they were wilding. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. Yeah, they doing what they rapping about, but like, you gotta chill out. For real, for real. And I know sometimes there's ties that can't be broken, maybe. And especially with some of the stuff that they was in, there's probably ties that can't be broken. But you gotta segue that to somebody else. There's no reason why you should allegedly be on the jail phone with people actively putting out hits on the jail phone.
Absolutely. And Eddie OJ said, 50 Cent said, I don't gang bang. Wait, did I say that right? No, I'm not gang. I don't gang bang. Okay, you know what I mean? And I think that because he was rolling with certain people and that's what they represented, he made sure that as a businessman, because 50 Cent is a smart businessman, that he knew how to separate his business from entertainment and not put himself out there as a gangbanger. Because see, that's the problem. A lot of people don't know how to separate the two. But again, whose fault is that? I don't know what that is going on. Whose fault is that? Who is the blame for putting that type of stuff out there? Okay, because if somebody, like I said earlier, rap about that shit and say, yo, you know, I'm out here, I do this, that, the first thing y'all gonna do is tell them you don't live that life. You're not about that life. You know what I'm saying? So how you rapping about it? So now that they rapping about it and they doing it, who's really at fault and who's promoting that? What is that noise?
I'm trying to figure it out. That's not my fault.
Holy shit, it's me.
Wow.
Yo, why she's doing that? King Charlie Prince said everything is illegal if the system don't get their cut, but legal if they get their cut.
That's a fact. But look, y'all know me. Y'all know, look, I'm the same person you call a constitutionalist. I feel like the Constitution's First Amendment just says we can do anything we want, and that's it. You can say what you want, you can do what you want. And on that note, I feel like drugs and gambling and everything should be legal. So legalize it, regulate it, tax it. If that man wants to do cocaine, let him do coke. If he want to put a needle in his arm, let him put a needle. Let me smoke my blunt in peace. More money, less people locked up. And look, if you hooked on something legal, people get hooked on alcohol, go to rehab, no problem, don't even lose their job. You feel me? So if we make it legal, even when people go into rehab, they probably go.
All right, Sweet Shay said it's us as the audience and it's the artist. Town Mama went a little further and said the record label company. Yeah, we forgot. We left them out because they get paid every time one of these artists talk crazy.
That's a fact.
They get paid.
Big shout out to Tyler on the check-in. You see you?
My God, I see you.
So listen. I mean, this right here is kind of deep. Go ahead, read that. Yo, yellow pound cake, you have to be one of our permanent jurors for the show because you're freaking, her lines, straight, because she got bars, she can't help it.
Yo, I be wanting her to call in. I'm not gonna lie. I be wanting her to call in.
She said, we about to have crackheads trying to sell us our shit.
But look,
I love her.
I don't know if y'all know this, but you already are listening to crackheads.
Oh shit! So listen, all right. We got two more people that we got to bring in. So I would like y'all to put your verdict in. Who is actually getting a hood card revoked? Is it Young YSL? Is it Young Thug? Is it the record labels? Is it the FBI? Is it us as a people that hold these rappers accountable for doing the shit that they rap about? Who is losing a hood card? I don't want to lose my shit.
Everybody.
I
think everybody.
I'm not gonna take it away from YSL, but I'm gonna take it away from everybody else, including all the rappers that got named on their paperwork for buying drugs from them, because those are the crackheads you listening to. Allegedly.
What we doing?
It's everybody for me.
Listen, put your verdict in, or do y'all not know? Like, we need to hear from the jurors out there. Who's losing a hood card today? Out of the ones that we just named, who is losing their hood card? Okay. While we are doing this real quick, I just want to remind y'all, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that like button, and hit that notification button. You got all the time in the world. Do that right now. Subscribe, notification, hit the like button, and sharing is caring. So make sure you share this with somebody else so people can pull up and be a part of the jurors. Now let's go. We'll be moving on to
Sweet Shay said we all lost our cards.
Yeah, damn. So we losing our cards. Shit. What about them though? I love to point the finger. What the hell they did? God, you read that? Yeah,
look, Yellow Pound Cake said, I want to make y'all laugh. I support the brand 1,000%. We lose our hood card because we condone it by constantly supporting the artists. Yep.
I'm even getting that button. It's there.
Bang, there we go. All right,
that's
so listen.
Fact. If we're going to listen to it, we got to accept it for what it is, because gangster rappers, for the history of hip-hop, they've been gangsters. Everybody loves Jay-Z, but guess what Jay-Z did, which was genius? Jay-Z waited until the federal statute of limitations, and then he went to Chicago on Oprah and talked about selling drugs in New York.
There you go. There you go. I mean, what more can you say? He is a genius. But one thing, let me just say this, because I don't want to end Jay on a note like that, because I'm a Jay fan.
That was genius.
I'm a Jay fan, though.
Look, that blew him up.
Let's rinse the money, like he said, real quick, okay? So the smart thing about that brother is that he changed. So if you look at the content, he's able to talk about that, but he's able to tell people, hey, this is what I did. He's not promoting it, telling people to do it. He's now putting out music that's telling people how to do the opposite, how you can still make big money if you do it the right way and put it in the right places, understanding what art is about and all of that stuff. He puts that out there. So listen, at the end of the day, he might have done something a certain way, but that brother now teaches people how to do things the right way. I mean, he just came up off the jug, though.
Cold soul crack. So hopefully you won't have to go through that. He even put it in the music.
He did. He said it. Yo, that's what.
And then his marriage, I know it wasn't a business arrangement, but like this was the smartest business arrangement ever. I'm not gonna hold you. Like the man is a genius.
What's up, Melinda? We see you. All right, so listen, verdict is in. Verdict is in.
Yeah, we all guilty.
So listen, I think we all getting our hood card revoked. We should have had the hood card revoked ready. Do we just got plain one? Because everybody gonna get it.
We don't have a plain one.
Anybody can get it. Go download our song. Anybody can get it on the Family Business album. Me and Cash on Neighbor. You already know what it is.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. That's what we do over here. Stop playing with me. All right. Now, all right. Boom. Let's talk about. We're gonna save that Boston massacre shooting for the end, because that's where we're gonna get real deep. But right now we're gonna switch it up. Everybody lost their hood card when it came to that, all of us together collectively, and we're gonna
everybody except
Eddie OJ said he don't listen to them. He does not support that music. Hey, look, I will say Eddie OJ, the Clientele Brothers weren't a game, but let's be honest,
Brothers.
the Zulu Nation, let's be honest, what was the Zulu Nation? What would they be considered today? What would BDP and the whole Queens movement? Like, first off, they were going to war and beefing, like really brawling in the streets, getting wild. Like, so like the Clientele Brothers, I don't know if they did all that, but I know the Bronx versus Queens got hectic and like so. Yeah.
He said, "Hold up, fall back. You know, wait a minute before you try to step off real quick. We see you. You ain't gonna skate off on us."
Because he talking like his generation killed Tupac, Biggie, Big L, Big Pun, Easy E. Like,
those are just jealous people.
Listen, we moving on, guys. Listen, we about to get real.
We should say we were a crew. When we were growing up, it wasn't a gang, it was a crew.
What is the difference? I need somebody to tell me the difference.
Grand Body P said, the story of OJ, I remember everybody arguing about the 444 album.
That's a fact.
One of the dopest albums, the 444. Stop playing. Stop playing. All right? Now we're gonna move on.
Yeah.
Because we coming for y'all internet, not y'all, not our viewers. You know, we love y'all. You know, Marty love the kids. All right. We coming for the internet.
This next one pissed me off.
We coming for the internet. We coming for Instagram. We coming for Facebook, TikTok. Anybody that out there, okay? Well, I'm gonna say I'm coming for it, but I mean y'all verdict matter too. The jurors out there, okay? But check it out. Kevin Samuel's death. R.I.P. to Kevin Samuel. Let's put him up there real quick. This brother right here changed the game, opened eyes, said some real shit. Okay, we're gonna talk about it. But for me, I chose to put not Kevin Samuel up there to get his hood card revoked, but for the people that was responding to his death in a negative way. Now, don't listen. This is hood court, so your opinion does matter. Okay, your opinion matters. We no filter here. We gotta respect what you say. At the end, we giving our verdict. But let me tell you something. All right, let me tell you something. For me, we're gonna get deep because I'm gonna tell y'all, coming from a woman and coming from a black woman, since people want to be out there talking about, oh, Kevin Samuel was disrespecting this, disrespecting that. Let me tell you, oh shit, yellow pound cake, go ahead. Well, you know what, yellow pound cake, put it in there, mama, put it in there. But I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I'm gonna start with mine, and I want to hear what all y'all got to say. Number one, Kevin Samuel, to me, was speaking a lot of truth. Even as a female, as I said, and as a black female, since people want to say he was shitting on black women, I don't really believe so. I think he was really telling the truth. I think what he was doing was making people look within themselves and shit like that. I think that a lot of people, yeah, that's me again. I think a lot of people couldn't deal with a lot of shit that he was saying because it made them use their mirrors correctly, right? Instead of looking at everybody else and shitting on everybody else, putting men down and expecting certain standards when they wasn't even at a certain standard and demanding shit. You understand? For me, I'm like, yo, how in the world do social media praise and be happy about a man's death? What kind of person are you? You don't have no empathy. This is the shit I'm talking about the world that we live in today. For people to actually go on social media and be like, yeah, that's what he did this. I don't give a damn how he died. Okay? Oh, he died taking this. He died in some pussy. He was doing. It don't give a damn because I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you. The chick that was there, she was a pretty girl. No, we can't knock that. And I'm not saying that she was ugly. It's okay, but he obviously knew what he was doing because I know. I hate to say this, but fuck it, it's Hood Court. I know an ugly bitch when I see one. I play it. He didn't pick no ugly chick, right? So listen, let's keep it all the way real. Boom, check it. Now, at the end of the day, he spoke of, and listen, I'm a woman that has 2 kids, right? I'm married, but I have 2 different baby fathers, right? I don't mean to call you a baby daddy, and I mean he's my husband, right? But still, but I'm just saying. But we got to keep it all the way real here. Big shout out to Deoshis on the check it. I see you, Deoshis. Don't worry, we about to shoot that film, Deoshis. He's playing Dusty.
Oh yeah, what's up with your Deoshis? I'm looking forward to recording that film, my boy.
Yes. Hood Pain coming soon. We shooting the film. Now, back to what I was saying. When I was listening to him one time, he was like, women, they expect the man to do this, that, and the third. They expect all of this stuff from them. They got different kids, right? They listen, even if I don't like it, the truth of the matter is, I'm a woman who has kids by 2 different men. That's this, right? So they got different kids. They got this, they got that. They got all of these things. And it's not like I got the best shit in the world as far as money, right? I'm doing all right. My credit always been good, right? But it's not like I'm a millionaire, right? So at the end of the day, when you start demanding shit from men and you're not at a certain level in your life, who are you to tell them that they ain't motherfucking good enough? They got to come into your life, make you happy, take care of you and your kids that ain't theirs, plus theirs. So really, yes, I do agree with the shit he was saying. Did I like to hear it? No, I didn't. Because it don't feel good when a motherfucker make you look at yourself. It don't feel good. You know what I mean? So yeah, I was listening to that shit squirming like, motherfucker, he talking about me, goddammit. Shut up with that bullshit. But I was tuned in. And I was learning. And you know what I was learning? I was learning I have got to do better and be better. All right? I was learning, you know what? Let me take a look at myself. Because I think I'm okay, but I guess I ain't all that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. Straight, real, no chaser, no filter. It is what it is, right? This is Hood Court. This is what we do. So for me, yes, and we're gonna get to them comments, y'all. We're gonna get to them comments. I thought I seen some. Big shout out to Al Mosley, #1 draft pick. We see you, boom. We already know what it is.
Mr. 845 in the building.
Mr. 845, yes. Now check it out, y'all. As when it comes to Kevin Samuel, the people that was responding to him, I don't like what it was doing. Now, how they were responding. So for me, I'm gonna say my verdict early. Anybody that was shitting on him, anybody that was shitting on or talking bad about his death, y'all are definitely getting your hood card revoked. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all do, but I'm telling you now, that shit been revoked with me because we don't do that over here. We don't celebrate people's death. Okay, if they didn't kill you or hurt your kids or something like that, how are you out here celebrating people's death? You wilding for that. And I'm closing out. Y'all go ahead and take over this shit.
I'll start with this, okay?
And we're gonna get to your comments.
I'm one of the people. I'm looking at the people who's mad that he said what he said. Especially what he says about these women. These women, he didn't go searching for them. They came to him. Mm-hmm. So you cannot be mad with somebody that you come in and ask their opinion and they give it to you.
Absolutely.
That's the nature of the business. If you go onto his platform asking him what you think of him or how you rate yourself, and he asks you how you rate yourself, and you tell him you think you a 10 and he doesn't agree with you, you ask for that. So, you got to blame the people who went on there looking for attention because that's all it was. And they got the attention they wanted.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait to get to your comments, boy. We're going to have to scroll up.
Yeah.
That's definitely a fact. That's definitely a fact.
So please. So
my verdict is in. All the people who celebrating his death need to get their hood card revoked.
Look, I definitely agree with all the people celebrating his death, get their hood cards revoked. We live in an era where, people tend to wish death on people. Remember, just a couple months ago, the people were mad at LeBron for getting some fans kicked out for yelling at him that they hoped his kids died. They named his kids by name and said they hope they died in a car accident.
What?
And so it's like we live in a weird world, right? Right before that, somebody was yelling at Westbrook. Westbrook's daughter is like 3 years old, and somebody was yelling at him that they hope she chokes to death or something. And it's like, yo, son, you don't even know these people. You feel me? And in sports, and even if you know them, like, son, what can somebody do to you to wish they babies death?
Yeah.
So like we gotta just revoke hood cards of these weirdos in general.
Yeah, we live
Absolutely.
Of social media.
Yeah, we live in a we got to remember, this world now is self-centered and egotistical. Everybody thinks that everything should revolve around them.
Because social media gave people a bubble. You have people who only exist inside that bubble on social media. So when they pop out, they forget that, like, yo, son, you are not in this protected bubble anymore. And sometimes they'll pop out and they'll do something wild. And it's like, I feel like, social media does great things. I'm not gonna knock you. Like, social media, we up here on social media right now. You feel me?
We there, baby.
But at the same time, I feel like we use social media that's stupid. Like,
Yo.
we got the smartest time in the history of the world, and we all mad dumb.
I can't. I seen a Harris or something. I wanted to shout. I'm not sure if we shouted them out. I seen the name somewhere. Go back up because we
Howard Harris. Yeah, that's Mr. 845.
Oh, okay, all right. So let's scroll back. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go to these comments and let's start not reiterating. Let's start getting into them.
Sweet Shay said Kevin Samuels was hard on black women. I feel like he was an elitist, a misogynistic. However, some of the things he said were facts, but he didn't do anything to cause people to celebrate his death.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I agree.
All right.
Yellow Pound Cake said Kevin Samuels told the truth, the harsh truth, but his delivery was extremely harsh.
It was harsh.
That's like me rhyming, and Miz is the closest with Buenas noches. Bad delivery.
Listen, Pound Cake, let me tell you. See, the thing is, his delivery was extremely harsh. I'm not gonna lie. I agree with it. But you know what it is? Like if I let my mom hear a song, it got mad curses. My mom is deep into the church. She's a Christian, right? So she'll listen. If I play something, I know I can't play certain stuff for her. I might want her to hear a great message that I know is a great message, but it might be some curses in that message, but it doesn't change the message. And I used to try to tell my mom, like, yeah, Mom, you listening to rap. And don't get me wrong, I understand some people probably don't want to hear that. But at the same time, I'm like, forget all of that. Pay attention to what the message is being said. Because, again, he was really saying some real shit. He was saying some real shit, and it was harsh. It was harsh. Like I said, a lot of things that he said, I seen myself in that shit. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I do, because I'm a control freak, right? Okay, I am. I'm a control. I talk shit. Okay, I can't help it. I be trying it. But listen, it is what it is. Let's get some more comments.
Grandpa P said, revoke the haters cards. If you got nothing good to say about somebody who died, just keep scrolling. Exactly.
I agree.
Eddie OJ said a lot of folks got mad when he said Meg Thee Stallion was a cute 6 and said Sweetie was a 6. So a lot of folks didn't like him talking about folks that they worship. He said makeup made them cute.
You ain't lying. Yo, let me tell Eddie OJ, and damn sure do make you cute, because let me tell you, when I wake up, I put my shit on. It's not crazy though. Y'all see me without my makeup and my weaves.
I'm not gonna hold you. Meg look better without makeup. Meg look better without makeup. He's right. When she put that makeup on, I'm not gonna hold you. But when that makeup come off, Meg is actually gonna fly.
Yeah, she put on makeup, but she look like a tranny.
Oh, you can't say that. This is 2022. You can't say that. We gonna get canceled. They gonna remote code.
This is we live in cancel culture. You know what I'm saying? Here we go.
He's like, back. We can't say none of those words anymore.
You can't say that.
Look, we got to get you the list of banned words.
Okay, I didn't know that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, grand opening, grand closing for the fucking Hood Court. Like, what's going on? He's trying to shut us down. So they shut you down. Let's go.
Yo,
all right, let's
they also said Kevin Samuels was misunderstood.
Yes, absolutely. I believe so.
Al Mosley said he was telling the truth, period.
Point blank, period, baby.
Eddie OJ said Vivica Fox got mad because of how her face looks now, looking like Waylon and Madam Puppet. Wow.
You know I love Vivica Fox. You know I love me some.
I don't know what she looks like now, but now I'm curious.
I can't ride with Vivica Fox because she beefing with 50, and 50 give us too many good TV shows, so she wrong. I ain't gonna hold you. Vivica Fox can get her hood card revoked just for power and BM. The first power and BMF. I don't know about these other ones, so I'm not gonna hold you.
Damn, I'm staying out of that one.
Yeah, I don't know. Sweet Shay said, call into his platform was a choice. Hang up the phone and take a realistic look in the mirror. Not only that, if you're gonna go on a show, please don't go with your bonnet on.
Boom, talking about I'm a 10. Bitch, we can't tell.
Yellow Cake said, I wasn't celebrating his death. Absolutely not. I just wanted to super glue his tie to his mouth. God damn. Mr. 845 said this era is crazy.
Absolutely.
Vivica Fox looked like the new Joan Rivers. Eddie O.J. Bucket.
Yo, he giving her the business right now. Yo, I don't know. All right.
Al Mosley said, problem is people don't focus on their own home. That's a fact.
That is a whole fact.
That is a fact.
You know what? Let me just pause right there. I was actually on Grant Body P show today. And he was interviewing me on Instagram. Make sure y'all go over there and check him out. Here's the thing. I was talking about that because we were discussing Will Smith and Jada, right? Not to get off topic, but our first episode of Hood Court, that was when the smack happened, right? Yep. So the deal is this. What I was telling people is like, look, I'm still a big fan of Will and Jada. We don't understand that they're human. A lot of people want to shit on them, but that man is probably under a lot of stress with the world. We live in a world now where people will actually shoot you down on social media. Everybody's going to talk about you. It's a difficult time. Back then in our era, we didn't have to worry about that shit. It was just the word of mouth, right? But now one thing happens and the world sees it all over the world. People are talking about it. Everybody got their different opinions. They got kids. We got to be careful with what we do. Yes, we could talk about it, laugh a little bit, but remember, these are human beings with feelings. You never want to put somebody over the edge where they fucking commit suicide because they couldn't deal with all of the stuff that people did. We also living in a time now where mental health is a serious issue, and people forget that. Now, back on the Jada tip, do I respect what she's doing to her man? Absolutely not. That doesn't change the fact that I still respect her as an entertainer. Jada's a good actor. She gave us great movies. I like Jada for what she did in the industry of entertainment. So for me, yeah, I might not like what she did, but who the hell am I to judge her? Who am I to judge her? I don't know what their life is like. I don't know what's going on behind closed doors. You know what I mean? Nobody knows what Will be doing, what she do, whatever. We only know the little bit of shit that comes out, and everybody got an opinion about it. And that's cool because we got opinions all day. But at the end of the day, they're still human beings, and it doesn't change the fact that I still respect them for what they have given us in the industry and entertainment, period. They had great movies. Will had great, I like Summertime. Y'all want to call him the softest rapper, but Summertime is still dope. You don't watch The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? You ain't watch I, Robot? You don't watch Set It Off? When we talk about that, let's separate the personal shit from the business. I respect them still as business people. Red Table Talk, if she want to sleep with whoever she want to sleep with, let her husband deal with that shit. It ain't our business, okay? Because we not in the bed with them. So I'm just saying, all right? I'm not going to hold you.
When you have a whole Red Table Talk and go live on every social media platform and market it, they put money behind that marketing. It is our business now because you done throwed it in our face.
I don't know, because if they did, I heard about it, but I didn't watch none of it. I didn't really care.
Watch it because the clips were everywhere. Like when you see a lot of these clips everywhere, a lot of these things that be posted on Facebook and Twitter are bots, and they just posting clips so people will retweet them and get trending. Because you never look and see who's the person who initially shared it. It's like I don't care about that. I want to see the video and which one of my friends, list of followers shared this. Like
absolutely. Did we miss some comments?
Yeah, we missed a few.
Okay,
let me go back up to a few. Just a couple. We're not gonna read the whole thing.
But what you said is facts. But like once you throw something in people's faces, like if you're doing something and it's going bad, and you decide to tell everybody it's going bad, you can't be mad when everybody's talking about it. Because like, why did you call a room full of people, let alone an internet full of people, to your household drama?
Okay, listen, you're right.
I guess,
you're right. Yeah. All right. So
let's get to these comments. Every person has the right to his or her opinion. He was so opinionated, never wished death on someone. the reaper might knock on your door. That's the
a
town
fact.
mama. Yep.
That's a fact.
Karma's the mother.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see here. Sweet Shay said his delivery was harsh, but that's why people kept tuning in. That's why people kept watching and listening to him because of his delivery.
Yeah, yo, I'm not gonna hold you. Bro was mad funny. Like,
yeah, he was.
Really listen to what he was roasting people.
He was.
Who else? Eddie OJ said not being hard on Vivica, but she applauded the death of Kevin Samuels. And all right. And that's not cool. If you can't applaud somebody dying, we can clown bad plastic surgery. Oh shit.
There go AOJ dropping them bombs once again. I can't take it.
All right, last one. Grand Body Piece said salute. It was like my dude. I was like, dude was played as Black Panther. People were clowning him on the internet. The next minute, he passed away from cancer. Yep.
That's a fact. Everybody was calling him crackheads. He got AIDS, this, that, and the third. Whole time man had cancer. Michael B. Jordan is one of his best friends. There was a picture of them. Michael B. Jordan came from behind him and hugged him. And everybody called him gay. But no, that was a friend that realized this is one of the last times he has to chill with his homie. So it's like, that's something wrong with the internet. But that's a whole nother conversation about how men can't show emotions or have love for their homies without it being gay. Like, I don't know what's wrong with y'all.
That we're gonna save that one for talk therapy. Talk therapy Tuesdays. Okay, we didn't have talk therapy yesterday, by the way, because our son had a track meet, an invitational track meet, so we couldn't pull up. Y'all know family's always first, but y'all will see us next week as long as no other more important shit.
Yeah, he got another track meet next week
on Thursday.
Tuesday.
Oh well, we good on. Well, oh no.
Yep.
Wait, no, Tuesday. I said the wrong day. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, might have to move talk therapy to Thursday.
You know what?
Talk therapy Thursday. Look, it's no TTT.
All right. So who's on trial here?
The people who were
Kevin
the internet is on trial.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna say the internet. It was a lot of people. The people bashing Kevin Samuels' death is on trial here.
Guys, put your verdicts in the comment. I need to know from y'all, the people on the internet that was bashing Kevin Samuel and disrespecting him and applauding his death. Do y'all think that they should get their hood card revoked? Put yes or no, or put revoked or not revoked. How do you feel about it? You know what I mean? Because we gave our verdict. I know you said, what'd you say, Poppy Fortune?
They're guilty.
You said they're guilty. The internet, y'all, the internet is getting a hood card revoked. You said?
No, I'm not giving the whole internet because not everybody.
Not the whole internet, just a large part of the internet.
No, not even a large part of it. I'm being specific. Anybody who wished death on a man because they didn't like what he said, revoke. Let's be specific with that because it wasn't there was a lot of people who was gave they RIPs, their condolences, and then you had the idiots that were celebrating it. All
right. So listen, I don't see y'all putting y'all verdicts in. I know this is on a little delay a little bit. But
Eddie OJ put his in. He said bashers are guilty as hell. Revoked.
Revoked.
All right. Town Mama said the people should get revoked.
All right. Oh,
Dayosha said revoked. Al Mosley revoked.
And smash.
Look, it's looking like everybody's on the side of their hood card is going.
All right, so the verdict is in, ladies and gentlemen, hoodlums and hood rats. I just want to let y'all know the verdict is in, and half of the internet is getting a hood card revoked.
Not half. Specific.
We going specific. The people who wish death on people for no reason, y'all hood card is getting revoked. The people who be weird on the internet because they feel like they're in a bubble, y'all hood card is revoked.
Your ass is out of here. You know what? I gotta get a nice sound effect for your hood card is revoked. I gotta get that because I feel like I'm missing that on the show.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna get that next time. Next time y'all gonna come back, that shit's gonna sound a little bit better. But for now, we saying the shit. Let's move on. All right. Next, this is a much more serious topic here.
And I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to stay on this long. I don't want to give that guy more credit than he deserves.
That's a fact.
Absolutely. But this one, guys. Who want to talk about this? Who wants to set this off?
A few days ago, there was an incident in Buffalo where a white male walked into a supermarket on live stream and murdered several black people for no reason other than race. Where y'all want to start?
Revoked. He should be dead.
I'm not
gonna call it what it is. He should be dead. He walked out of that store with his gun in his hand.
Who's on trial here?
That guy who walked into the store and killed the town.
The 911 operators, because 911 operators dead hung up on her. And I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I've had to call 911 because of an incident that happened, and I needed like an ambulance. And the 911 operator put me on hold for 15 minutes. Only reason I got an ambulance is because some white people were standing there and called too. Like, I was so offended, bro.
Yo, that's freaking crazy.
Yo, I could have died.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people there should be on trial. And we're gonna start with old boy. Like I said, I'm not gonna even give him his name.
There's a lot. You're right.
Yep.
Yeah, we gotta stop doing that. It's like when you give, like, I feel like America has a culture where we breed more of them. Because some people do it for fame. It's like, yo, you give the name, you give them hours and hours and hours of fame. You ever remember their name? It's like it's gonna make another person do it because they gonna remember me. Like, nah, do what they do in other countries. So it's like, yeah, let's talk about the victims. You were just the person who's gonna. And honestly, I feel like they shouldn't go to them right to arrest them.
No.
Find him guilty and then throw him in Gen Pop of the worst and blackest prison on the blackest cell block that you can find with the least white folk on it.
Nope, they're not.
Guess what? He ain't gonna have none of them to protect him.
He's a racist going into a system that protects races.
And that's
they're
why
not
I feel
gonna
like,
do that. He should have died that day.
And
I'm sorry, they killed black men with their hands up. This guy walks out with a gun.
No, but I feel like death is getting off of death is too easy.
Nope.
Like, all right, because he planned. I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody's going and doing no crazy mass shooting unless they planning on dying that day. The death was in his plan that day. He's like, all right, and I'm gonna end this with a bullet in myself.
Well, let me say this, and this is why I believe that multiple people need to be put on trial today on Hood Court, get their Hood Card revoked, smacked, and all of the shit above. Because first of all, the guy, whatever the hell his name is, he should get his Hood Card revoked. Okay, the 911 dispatcher should get her Hood Card revoked. Yep. The police. The judge, all of them should get their Hood Card revoked. Why? Because again, like you said, we living in a time now where this shit it should not be happening. But on top of that, let's think about this whole thing. He was able to walk away. Why? My opinion. I'm gonna say this shit. I'm gonna say it. They probably gonna shut me down. I believe that the police and them judges be in on the shit. I believe they be in on it. I believe they send people out to do that shit, to do them fucking killings. This shit, they go to there, they probably tell them, do this, do that, kill more black people. They don't give a shit, exterminate them. They exterminating each other anyway. They send them out there to do a job and tell them, don't worry about it. You're going to be okay. You're going to be fine. And then look at how they treat them. They get to go away in handcuffs and fucking handcuffs. And nothing will happen to them. Meanwhile, George Floyd, okay, and everybody else that we've seen several times get murdered on TV and all of that for the world to see.
I got something to say.
And they get killed for selling cigarettes and shit like that. And this guy's killing people. Go ahead,
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this is why I think he should have died. Okay, Tamir Rice was 12 years old. Playing with a toy gun. 2 seconds after the cop got out the car, he shot him.
Yeah. And no, all of that is wrong, right?
You know, so if you could shoot a kid that's 12 years old with a toy gun without even giving him a chance, there's no way in the world a man who goes into a supermarket with an assault rifle should walk out.
And no, look, none of those people should have died. But I feel like death, getting off dying is too easy. Because when you die, you dead. Like, nah, make him rot. Not make him rot. Send him, put him somewhere where they're going to kill him. Stop with all of this. Oh, he's insane. He has mental issues. Nah, bro. Read the man manifesto. Look at the man live. This was too meticulous for him to just be some crazy person. Like, come on. This was a criminal. This is a hate crime. So it's like,
can I ask a question? I'm gonna ask you a simple question. I'm gonna ask the audience just the same question. Ask yourself why he picked Buffalo.
Because there's no guns.
No. Buffalo is one of the racist towns in the United States. Buffalo got the most racist police department. Remember, just recently they were throwing people to the ground. Remember, old man they slapped to the ground and bashed his head.
Yo, I didn't know that was in Buffalo. I remember what you was talking about.
Yeah, Buffalo was on it, yo. You think about it. A black girl calls up this 911 saying they're killing us, and they hang up on her.
Yeah, nah, that's crazy. But like I said, 911 is bad for black people everywhere. Like that, honestly, as bad as it is, that didn't surprise me because 911 is horrible for black people everywhere. Just this time, it happened to be caught on tape and during
It's
a massacre.
always caught on tape.
Let me phrase that. You're right. It is always caught on tape. This time it happened during a massacre, so it was able to get out. But that is a story that happens to black people a lot. You call, you get hung up on. You call, you get put on hold. You call, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we about to send somebody." And 2 hours later, somebody's still laying in the street.
Let me just say this real quick. First and foremost, I wanted Sweet Shay. She said if he planned on dying, he should have killed himself. I totally agree with that. He was able to walk away again because they're in on the shit. Okay, now
and I wouldn't put that past him. But I feel like death is too easy of a get off after that.
Then he got it from
you
me.
should get some type of torture.
Now,
you should get some type of torment before we let you die. You deserve to be tormented.
And you ask me then, that should be anybody who kills somebody.
Yes. Honestly, like I used to be with death penalty, then I realized like death penalty is low-key too easy.
now,
And we put them in jail and they we take care of them $100,000 a day for what?
And then we give them, they eat a banging meal before they die. I saw that. I was tight. I was like, the last meal is really whatever you want. Dog, they getting lobster and steak and stuff. Like, no. He killed 10 people, son.
the 911 dispatcher, guys. The 911 dispatcher hung up. Now, you said that America, you feel like Buffalo is the most racist
state, the city of New York.
The city of New York, but I have to disagree with you. I think this whole damn country is,
I just said, I'm speaking about it in New York. I'm just saying
I'm just, because I don't believe that listen, the whole country is like that. It's sometimes even around the world, depending on,
I have to disagree.
Look.
And
I don't know. Maybe
listen.
That's out of my lens from what I see. It's a possibility, and I respect your opinion. But I'm telling you, especially when it comes to America, listen, the roots is based off of racism. Okay, that's in the DNA of America. Racism is so there ain't no getting away from that. Now that 911 dispatcher call, I need you to tell me what happened. But say your piece too. But also, please tell me what happened when you went to go search for that shit. Let's see how these motherfuckers give it up.
Yeah, and well, first I'm going to address it. Even though the racism is in the DNA of America, we can't say America is racist, okay? I'm going to tell you where the racism is at, and it's a lot. We vote, well, I'm not going to say we vote, but people vote for these racists, and they make the laws on all of us.
Do you vote?
Everybody votes.
So you vote for these racists?
No, I don't vote for them, but unfortunately, you don't know who the racists are.
Who did you vote for in the last election? Because I guarantee at least one of them don't.
Yeah, I'm not going to say you, but you, and that's what has to change. These politicians are the racists. They are the DNA of America. They make the laws. They pass the rules. They make all of. Though they are racist. Some people, and unfortunately, America as a whole, inadvertently support these racists.
Yeah,
these corporations, in some form or fashion, are racist. So it's but we can't say it's America. It's the people in charge because there are poor people who look at black people as brother. I work with. I was in the Navy with a lot of them. They consider me a brother. They're like family. So I'm not going to say that. I just believe that there is racism here. Right now, it's a minority, and they got the bullhorn because they were empowered by a leader. They had a leader who empowered them.
All right, listen. Let me just say this. Okay, go ahead.
So, like what you just said about the politicians is true, but it goes deep now. Like, this was a long time planned thing, honestly. But when you really look at it, most of the people in power are bigots, and they have power, which makes them racist off the rip, because racism is bigotry with power and influence. You feel me? A big issue is when we look at the people in power, why are most of them old enough to remember Korea? Son, your grandmother wasn't even alive when Korea happened.
Well, that's the problem here.
But our president, didn't he almost fight in that or something? Like,
I don't know.
Yo, our president is old enough to remember World War II, and so is the last president.
Let me speak on this.
And so was the president before that, not counting Obama.
Let me speak on this 911 video. When I was searching for that 911 call, it was literally being erased from the internet. As of you can't find it anywhere. I had to actually screen record it when I found it on Reddit because it's no longer on the internet.
You know what that means? That means since we're talking about it, this shit might be deleted too. You know what I'm saying? They think they good. That's why I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say this real quick. When you see something happening, guys, please remember this. Do not wait. Do not sit there watching it and say, I can't believe this. Start screen recording that shit. Every time y'all see something, screen record it, especially when you know this is the type of shit that they will remove, take down, get rid of, screen record it. It's very important. A lot of people don't do that. And then you go back to search for it and it ain't there no more. As soon as I see shit, I screen record the shit because I know how they do. I know how they give it up. I don't trust them. These are their platforms. We on their platform right now, okay? We on their shit right now. This is what they do. They control this shit. Until we get our own, create our own, this is what we're going to have to deal with. So listen, when they doing the shit that they doing, we have to make sure that we be a little bit a step ahead of the game. We ain't totally a step ahead of the game. You know why? Because we still using their shit. Now, let me get to some of these comments because they, you guys were making some great points. They were speaking about mental illness. And I think that is so important for us to talk about that because yes.
That man was not crazy. Like, that's the issue. Like, when the white man does something, he's crazy. White man shoot up a school, he's crazy. Black kid kills his bully, he's a savage mass murderer who needs life. Y'all remember, like, the black, he didn't even kill them boys, he just shot them. Like, and honestly, as bad as it sounds, sometimes a young man needs to be, every young man has a lesson that he learns by not winning. And what that lesson is, don't bother people. Leave people alone. It's just unfortunate they lost in a bad way, but they alive. I guarantee you they're going to leave people alone.
Right.
They're going to be better men for that.
Tell Mama said, no mental illness. He planned it. He streamed it live. Okay. Not only did he plan it, he definitely lost his hood card. 911 dispatcher lost their hood card. Their whole fucking state police department, all of them lost their hood card. And then at the end of the day, when he was shooting, and then he said he seen a white guy on the floor. He goes, "Ooh, sorry." You know what I mean? He said, "Sorry." He said, "Sorry." He was sent there for specific people. Drove how many hours away?
Yeah, he drove from 2 hours.
Listen, we always been living in some bad times.
I don't like driving 10 minutes. This dude drove 2 hours to kill somebody.
I'm gonna tell y'all, listen, this is really bad. This is really bad. And then on top of that, like I said, we gotta be careful out here. I don't trust nobody. No damn body, okay? Everybody's a motherfucking suspect to me. I don't care. You got long jacket, bald head, whatever the case. Yup, I'm being what do you call it? Pro judging and all of that shit because they look. A lot of people look fucking crazy. You can see it in their damn eyes. Yeah,
but back on that, like the 2 hour drive is another reason why, like, you can't say that, oh, he's crazy, mental illness. Like, nah, this was a plotted, premeditated massacre, and they use mental illness for them. Like every time one of them does something, they mentally ill. Oh, the white boy shot up had a whole manifesto, and then he shot up a church. Oh, he's mentally ill. My man shot up Vegas. Oh, he's mentally ill, which is something else I want to say, right? All the other shootings. They get Facebook banners and Instagram filters and Snapchat filters, and Buffalo gets shot up, and we get a 15-minute segment on the news, and not even that much if your local news was not in New York. I'm not going to hold you. They mentioned it like in the other news, Negroes died in Buffalo and sports. Like, where is the love for us? Why do we not get the Buffalo strong?
Hold up. Let me just tell you something. See, I think that's where we go wrong, Poppy Fortune. Why are we expecting people who never really gave a fuck about us from day one to start caring now?
But see, it's not even about us expecting it. It's about, look at this. Things should work both ways. You feel me? So it's like equality comes in different fronts, right? So like, no, it's not something we should expect, but it's something that we should demand. Because guess what?
Demand is different.
But that's why. But I didn't say expect it. I said everybody else gets it, but we don't. Here's the thing.
But that's their platform.
But here's the thing. Who brings the money to the platform?
It doesn't matter.
Black people bring money to the platform.
So we need to spend their money outside of their community on a regular
But guess what?
basis.
And that's why we need to put demands on the people we spend the money with. So if everybody else gets these banners, we need to put the demands on them. Like, yo, why are we not getting shown the same love? If y'all don't show us this same love and respect and donate to Buffalo and do this and put it up the same way you do it when Vegas gets shot up or the club in Orlando gets shot up, then we need to bring our business to other places. Either they're gonna.
Listen, how long we been singing that to
I'm gonna say this to y'all, right?
But how many times have we actually put in demands? And honestly, when you look at it, times when we have put in actual demands recently, the companies have folded.
I'm gonna ask, why are we demanding instead of taking it?
That's the problem. Get on your Malcolm X shit.
If you want respect, you got to take it. You can't demand it.
Yeah, but guess what? There were things that we took when it comes to You can't just take and make Facebook put it up. Which means you demand they do it. Like I said, we demand either they do it or we make our own. That is the taking it. If they don't do it, we make our own.
Poppy Fortune.
If we make our own, we're taking their biggest fan base. We're taking their biggest group. When you look at social media, everything in social media comes from the black side of social media. All of the memes, everything that's trending, nothing trends or matters until the black side of social media gets on it. So either they cave to our demands or we make our own. That's the taking it. Either y'all are gonna give us what we want or we just gonna take it anyway. Make a choice.
All right, so here's the thing. We have these conversations on a regular basis. Black people, we always sing that tune, right? We got to do this. This is the problem with our people. I'm coming for us, right? The only time we willing to stand up and talk about some shit is when shit happens. Because we so trained to always be focusing outward. We don't understand the value within ourselves. So we always place value somewhere else. Why we gotta wait to cancel some shit or wait till somebody die for us to say we ain't gonna support them no more? Let me tell you something, and this is not a shout out to no one because I get it, but let me just keep it all the way real with y'all. Most people naturally, when it comes to other people besides black people, they already know to spend with their people. They already know to support their people. They don't have to wait until some shit happen for them to say, we boycotting, we canceling, we ain't supporting you. They just naturally do that shit. Shit gotta happen to us. We gotta get beat up and killed for us to finally say some shit. This is not, and that's what I'm talking about. We've been singing this damn tune for a long time already. For too long. It's too damn long. That's why for me, I'm trying to figure out when it's gonna happen. When?
Guess what? We have all types of black businesses doing things. Just the fact that people aren't supporting it. All right, here's the thing.
Why they not supporting it?
We got to figure that out with our people. Is figure out why we're not supporting it. But here's the thing. All right, well, where's the black person going to set up black business in the black neighborhood now? When the black person, when the average black person doesn't own anything in their neighborhood, the Chinaman owns this spot in the corner. The Ock owns this spot in the corner. Poppy owns this spot in the corner, right? Where does he have room to set up shop? And then they own their spot. They don't got an overhead of rent. They got property tax and utilities.
Okay.
That's all they really paying. Well, guess what? This black guy set up shop, but now he has to rent his spot. But he's renting in a major city, even in the inner city. They're gonna bust you in the head for rent. So now he has to factor in that. He has to factor in food costs, utilities. So now his price is slightly higher. I guarantee you, y'all gonna say, "Nah, I'm gonna go to Op." Nah, I got the sandwich for $5. Your sandwich $6. Ox sandwich $5.
And you're right. You're absolutely right. Because actually, I got to get to this comment. Town Mama said something. I'm gonna get to that comment in a second. But let me address your statement. I know a female who was dealing with this guy who was Asian. She did hair, and she told me that the Asians wouldn't even allow her to go into the store and make purchases to buy hair for her salon. She had to have the hookup with another Asian. And when she went in, she said that the Asian guy was like, what? How did she get in here? And he was like, no, it's okay, but still charged her more money. So what they do is they look out for their people. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But when they sell shit outside of their group of people, they sell it for a higher rate. So you can't be in competition. In order for you to make a profit, you got to sell something for more than you paid for it. So if you're getting your first shit from your stuff from them, if they're the suppliers, then how the hell you supposed to come up and be in competition with everybody else? It's hard. Why? And what's the solution to that? Let me give you the solution. The solution is we got to learn how to start creating our own shit instead of going outward. Now, let me get to your comment, Town Mama, because you made a great point. You said, hold on. She said, stop outside a shop outside of our community. Should people segregate? So here's the thing. My thing is this. At the end of the day, let's be realistic here, okay? Black people are at the bottom of the totem pole. I'm sorry. It's the truth, whether we like it or not, okay? Nobody really respects black people at the end of the day. No matter how much we try to do shit, we're always being shitted on. So the Jews, the Asians, and everybody else, they have their group of people that they support. They have their group of people that they do stuff for. This is how they build themselves up. Am I mad at that? Absolutely not. They're supposed to do what they're supposed to do to make sure that they're good, right? The Jews had their Holocaust. We had slavery, right? So there's different things that happen to certain people that pushed us way far behind. Things were taken away from us. Things that we created, Black people created, didn't even get credit for, right? Other people took the credit. They took our damn land and said we weren't allowed to have land. We can't even own it. You understand? So it's so much that puts us way far from the finish line, but we still managed to catch up. But we ain't caught up all the way. And then that slave mentality that has been embedded in our people is another reason that's holding us back. So listen, at the end of the day, when we talk about the segregate, but I'm gonna tell you like this. I believe in dealing with all types of people, okay? I don't have no problem with nobody. But I'm gonna tell you, when it comes to when Black people started to integrate, they lost some shit within themselves. See, Black people ain't have no choice but to stick together, create their own hospitals. Why? Because they wasn't letting them up in that shit. Get on somebody's bus, they had to have their own transportation. Why? Because they wasn't letting them get on that shit. And they finally did and told them motherfuckers to go to the back of that bitch. And they fighting to sit on the motherfucker. I don't want to sit on the bus, I want my own bus. They had to have their own transportation, their own planes, their own hospitals, their own supermarkets. They had the Black Wall Street. All right? And guess what? They burnt that shit down because they didn't want to see them have shit, right? So is that a problem? Yes, it's a problem, let me tell you, because the blueprint that everybody's using, the Jews and everybody else, it is the Black Wall Street. It's the Black Wall Street blueprint. So when Black people could not integrate, they had no choice but to be strong and work together. But now, what they fought for, they got. Now they so divided, they don't know let me stop saying they. We don't know which way to go. Our people got a lot to work on, okay? So listen, this show took a whole nother turn, but I'm just telling you, at the end of the day, like, listen, that's my little take on it. You understand? I'm not sugarcoating shit. I'm telling y'all exactly what it is and how I feel about the situation. You have something like that?
Like I was gonna say, integration is probably the worst thing to happen to the Black community. Because even past what she was saying about we had our own, no, we didn't. For the most part, no, we didn't. Most places were still relying on white public transportation and working on white farms, sharecropping, and things of that nature. But in the areas where we didn't do that, we were building up. Here's the issue. Post-integration, everybody wants to talk about the Black Wall Street bombing. And yeah, but guess what? They rebuilt. Post-integration, we weren't given a chance to rebuild once they would firebomb something or once they would find a way to destroy something. Post-integration let them redistrict the schools. So like, oh yeah, now white kids can go to school with Black kids. So now we can redistrict and rezone. Or with redistricting, rezoning comes subsidies and lack thereof. So then you had the Green Line laws where white families would get subsidies to buy homes, and these homes turned into generational homes, right? And Black families were on the Red Line, and Red Line not only did not receive the subsidies, a lot of these people were forced out of homes that they owned to build the highway system. This is a repercussion of integration. We had the school system, right? Well, separate but equal, even though separate equal wasn't working, it gave us it made it to where they couldn't let certain schools get butt so bad because the government had been successfully sued for the quality of schools multiple times at that point. But now with integration in Black areas, the schools tend to be horrible. And guess what? You can't say, oh, it's racist, this, that, and the third, because integration, there's white people at that school too. We don't control anything post-integration. We don't control our image. We let them infiltrate our music. We let them infiltrate our culture. We've literally taken the slave mentality they gave us and wrapped the chain deeper around ourselves and calling ourselves free. We let them infiltrate every single group that we built, because every group that we built allowed them in to key figures who then turned on our leaders, which probably wouldn't have been stood for post-integration, because post-integration, we policed ourselves. I mean, pre-integration, we policed ourselves. Post-integration, we allowed them to police us. We allowed them to convince us that the Black Panthers, such as Fred Hampton and Huey Newton, who are responsible for things like WIC and free lunch in school and food stamps, son. Like, so like anybody who's ever been on the system, like, just know the reason why you could eat off the system was something that people, the government, caught criminals and then murdered. In the case of Fred Hampton, they killed him in his kitchen in front of his pregnant wife. And we allowed it to happen. These are things that would not have happened pre-integration. We policed ourselves. We need to get back to policing ourselves. And we do have a few communities where we do that. But to take it to Philadelphia, Ocean's Ave, the MOVE movement, 1986. a group of people. On Ocean's Ave, I don't know exactly what block it is in Ocean's Ave, but this block still looks the same way from what they did to it. They decided to kick the cops off and police themselves. They built the grow op, and they were growing their own food and everything. And guess what happened? The cops decided they wanted to force them out. Somehow, the shootout started, but it's amazing that they call it a shootout because bullets only came from one side, and that's the side of the police. And somehow, a cop got shot in the back of the head because police are horrible at their jobs. Somebody has to die. They don't care who it is. And because of that, they decided to say, well, they killed him, and they decided to do a raid. Now, remember, this is a block. Like, this is a city block. In Philly. They go up to they bring a helicopter to the building with the gas tank on. If you've ever been in a major city, you know they have the natural gas on top of the buildings. And they drop a firebomb on it. And then they wait outside and they kill everybody who tries to escape the buildings. Out of a literal city block, 2 people survived. This was 1986.
Yeah, they burned down the whole damn neighborhood.
And it still looks the same. A city block, 2 people survived. Do you know how many people live on a city block?
Listen, I'm from Philly, okay? And I was living in Philly, and it wasn't too far from where I lived either, where they did that. Now let's get to Eddie OJ's comments, and we're going to address these comments and go down the line, and then we're going to find out who's getting a hood card revoked for this. I mean, this is we kind of got off, but you want to speak on something?
Yeah, I'll speak on it because I got another hood card that's up in Buffalo along with them when we finish. And it's kind of tying into what Eddie OJ is saying right now. Okay. Eddie OJ says, white man hates black people. Black people hate black people. We're a divided ethnic group. We're not together as a people, period.
That's a fact. America, I was watching something yesterday on Instagram, right? And it was a dude from the UK. And he said he came to America and he was asking black people, like, yo, where you from? And we'd be like, yo, I'm from LA, I'm from New York, I'm from VA. Yeah. And he's like, nah, but where you from? And he's like, none of them knew. And he's like, it's weird because in the UK and Europe, you learn to know people where they're from in Africa based on how they look. Oh, all right, his head's like this. He's Guyanese. And it's like, yo, we are literally a set of black people that aren't accepted by anywhere else on the planet. We go to the UK.
They stripped us.
They did. But here's the thing. I'm not going to lie. A large part of the black people in America were an American white folk out here. I'm not going to hold you. Now, they brought some from Africa, but the Native Americans, you feel me? They were black. Like, son, look at the drawings. Look at how they described them.
Okay, Sweet Chef said when we've tried to make our own, they took it from us. Black Wall Street, the Tulsa Massacre. Yeah, that's a fact. Believe it or not, that is not the only one. It's like maybe 15 more like that.
Yeah,
that's just the most popular one. No, yeah, that's the most popular one.
Yeah, I don't even think it's the deadliest one that they did. Like, they were wilding on us. Like, even post-slavery, right? So, like, a lot of people don't realize, right? They like, well, what if Lincoln would have died? You know, Lincoln's original plan.
That's mine.
You know, Lincoln's original plan for slavery was to send us back to Africa, right? Which, honestly, I think might have worked out better for us because the country that we would have went to would have been Liberia and Libya, which were trying to come together at that point. And with what Libya was trying to do when their leader was assassinated, we actually could have done something. And America wouldn't have had the labor force it had. Because I want y'all to remember something, especially if you're from the South, right? If you're from the South, look at your grandparents and ask your grandparents about how they grew up. And I guarantee you they're going to tell you they were on a farm working for a white man with 10, 12, 15 brothers and sisters all working this field for this white man for minimal pay. You want to know why? Because they were slaves. Just straight fact. Sharecropping is slavery. If you're from the South, your grandparents were slaves at one point in their lives.
Okay. Sweet Shay said we still have the crab in a barrel slave mentality. Instead of supporting each other, we're still pulling each other down, trying to impress the master.
And she also said that yes, Tesla was rebuilt. Oh my God! But it was never the same.
Yep.
Because the safety was gone. The sense of safety was gone. And yeah, we were a FUBU coach. And you know what happened? FUBU was faced with the choice of sell out or get ran over. And the owners of FUBU sold.
So for us, by us, for those who may not know what FUBU stood for.
And by the end, it was by them. It was like
he said by the end, they always switching shit up, taking our shit.
Yeah, like they sold out. I'm be honest with you, all of the black clothes brands, like coming up, I remember. And then I don't want to offend anybody. We had Rockefeller, we had Sean John, we had Carl Kanai, Avorex. Was Mark Echo black, light skin, or was he white? But Echo, we gonna throw him into. He's part of hip hop culture. We just
Dapper Dan.
And guess what?
Making clothing.
FUBU, and guess what? Everybody sold out. FUBU was so popular. Remember, LL did a Gap commercial where he did a whole FUBU freestyle with the FUBU hat on during the Gap commercial.
Right.
Dropped it for us, by us, and then everybody sold out. And a matter of fact, I don't think Carl Kanai sold out, but guess what happened to Carl Kanai? They told all because you got to realize celebrities make things poppin', but celebrities have handlers, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of celebrities, if you're an artist, you signed to a label. A lot of people don't realize a lot of actors and actresses are signed to movie studios. You don't even realize, bro, got a 10-movie deal with Warner, and Warner said you can't wear Carl Kanai no more.
Listen, here we go. All right.
Sweet Shay said welfare, public assistance. I don't know what TANF.
TANF is it's
public assistance.
Yeah, it's public assistance. It's like WIC.
All right, was created during the Great Depression for white people. It's the most black people don't even qualify for assistance. Quiet as it's kept, black people are the public face of it. Yep, that's a fact.
Yeah, that's very true.
But welfare and public assistance and TANF were, but the TANF and public assistance back then were food banks. The Black Panthers were the first people to let people come in and that gives people something to go buy food with. And they were the first people to have a WIC program set up because remember, the Black Panthers had their own basically grocery stores set up in the neighborhood. So now the women could come get literally all of the items that you see on the wait list because these are essential items for a child growing or for a pregnant mother.
Absolutely. And she's right. They do make the face of welfare be more black people than anybody else, and it's crazy, especially when you look at the percentage of black people that's in the country. I mean, like everybody ain't on that.
And when you look at it, it's actually disproportionately. I'm not gonna name the religious ethnic group, but it's disproportionately them, and it happens to be the women because they're double dipping. The women are claiming they're not with the men, and they'll be on the system while their husband makes $100,000. It's actually sick how they do it. Like they finessing the government crazy, but like if I did it, I'm going to prison. I'm not gonna hold you.
Absolutely. So Al Mosley gave you a shout out. I'm assuming he's a smart kid.
Thank you, Al. Yes. Look forward to seeing you on the 23rd. Come see us at Springfield Park if you want the chance to meet all of the legends that made hip hop and watch them perform. You want a chance to meet Poppy Fortune, meet Lady Miz, meet Regular Ray, meet Heavy Al, meet Pound Cake, and she's funnier in person, meet Town Mama. Come see us, Springfield Park, July 23rd.
Yes, and we can't forget Chucky
Meet
Chuck.
Eddie OJ, Chucky Chuck, Sedan, King Charlie Prince,
Clientele Brothers.
Mikey D.
Yes, absolutely.
Sedan the God of Sound.
Yes, Sedan the God of Sound. Yes, Red Alert's gonna be there. Melissa Morgan.
Big shout out to Red Alert.
The Clientele Brothers. Like, listen, it's going down. You already know what it is. Al Mosley, we see you. July 23rd, Queens, Springfield Park. Pull up. Don't come at 12 because it's actually gonna be popping off before 12. So you want to make sure you get your seat and get there early. Yeah. So pull up because you're talking traffic, right? All of that stuff. You don't want to wait and then miss some real good performances that's going to be actually going on early, opening up. So y'all want to make sure get your seats, get there early so you can find parking. Ain't gotta wait, ain't gotta walk. There's a bathroom there. There's going to be vendors there. There's going to be food there. It's going to be really dope. Make sure y'all come through July 23rd, Springfield Park in Queens. Is going down. We all going to be there. From the Ground Up Productions, we'll be live streaming and doing interviews there as well. So you already know what it is. Like he said, it's going down.
Shout out to Eddie OJ for the compliment. But yeah, like if you show up at noon, you're gonna be watching it from across the street. And I will say, like there's vendors there for everything. And weed is legal in New York. And I'm not gonna hold you. Last year, I brought the best bag of weed that I've had in a long time for $30 right there. My man was set up like 20 feet from the stage. Like it was crazy. My man had barbecue and all that. Like it was wild. And the food was busting. Had to roll up and everything. You ain't even got to come with nothing but money.
Yo, I can't take it. Don't be saying that shit. They gonna be watching. They gonna be like,
it's illegal now. What they gonna do? You selling something legal? Like what?
Yo, catch us if you can, Listen, y'all. So who's in their Hood Card Revoked? Let's get to these comments. We're gonna shut it down.
I got one more because this has to do with Buffalo, and I'm gonna piggyback off of what Eddie OJ said earlier. Mm-hmm. We gotta pull the hood card of Benny the Butcher and Freddie Gibbs. And I'm gonna say this because rappers want to beef, but you get in Buffalo right after a white guy shoots up a store and you decide that y'all want to fight.
But guess
and
what?
jump each other.
They handled it like, even though Benny wasn't there, I think that was just fans. And Freddie Gibbs, I'm not gonna hold you. Freddie Gibbs got a history of saying things and then going to the city or the people he said it to and getting jumped.
Yeah,
but here's the thing:
I don't care.
They
That wasn't
handled
the
it
right
like
time for
adults.
that.
They put their hands up and everybody went home.
I don't care. It wasn't the right time for that. Right now, when you got white people shooting up black people shouldn't even be fighting at all, especially right in the town, blocks away from where
Freddie Gibbs did everything he's supposed to do. Guess what? Him and Benny the Butcher had an issue. He said something about, I'm gonna give you the quote. He said, I'm a direct quote, niggas get robbed and then don't perform in the cities they got robbed in anymore. That's what he said. And about Benny, because allegedly Benny got robbed in the town and he didn't come back to it. Now how true that is. He goes to Buffalo after. It wasn't Benny, it was the people of Buffalo, because Benny's from Buffalo, they're gonna support him. Freddie Gibbs did what he's supposed to do. He put his hands up, he defended himself, and then he went and performed that night. Nobody got shot. Now, if you want to be mad at the people who jumped him, yeah, but you can't put Freddie Gibbs in that for defending himself. My man was shopping. Like, he was shopping. Well, you're not supposed to let 20 people jump him. Like, nah, y'all got your hands up. I gotta put my hands up too.
That shit shouldn't have happened at all.
It should. But look, it had Benny didn't call them
in Buffalo. Right. A couple of days after a white guy shoots up.
But Benny didn't call them. Benny the Butcher did not call those people. And Freddie Gibbs. Benny didn't call those people, and Freddie Gibbs just defended himself. We gonna blame those 20 random people. Cause why? First off, y'all probably don't even know Benny the Butcher. Like, gangster, y'all probably don't even know Benny. And y'all gonna mess around and catch a case. Cause cameras are crazy, bro. I saw all y'all faces on the camera, so I know the police did too. Like, y'all gonna catch a case for Benny. Benny ain't gonna put no money on none of y'all books since he don't know y'all. And then y'all ain't even do nothing. My man still had his chain and he still performed. Y'all talking about his eye black. There was 36 of y'all.
Yeah.
Stop promoting violence.
I'm not trying to promote violence, but 36 people. 36 people. And my man came on, he went on the stage and performed, had his chain and everything, just the black eye. So big look, he defended himself like he was supposed to. Nobody got killed. He didn't get talking crazy like, oh, I'm gonna kill them, none of that. Guess what? He was like, look, things happen.
I do give it to him. I will give him credit because he did go up there, still perform like nothing happened.
And he didn't say, oh no, I'm gonna kill somebody stuff. It was just more some things happen. All right, I got jumped. That's cool.
Wasn't the time for it. The image of right now, we shouldn't be having black people fighting in a time, in a vat, and in a city not too far from where the stuff happened. That's the image. That's a bad look. We can't ask people, we can't get mad with white people for shooting us up, and then we out there marching and right down the block they fighting.
And I agree with that, but we can't put it on Benny and Freddie Gibbs. I put it on those people that jumped them.
When we went to a march,
my son.
We went to in the Bronx, right? We went to a march out there. It was King Stop Killing Kings, right? So we was out there definitely trying to support because that's what we about, right? We out there, and right after we marched, we went to where you used to live, right? Right at the courthouse in the Bronx where you used to live. And after it was over, we drove up. We made a stop at the store. Right at the store, we seen somebody get robbed and beat up, and I think they stole his phone. So it is true, like this gotta stop, y'all. Let me just shout outs. Big shout out to Shaki. I see you on the check-in, guys. If you are new to the show and you haven't already, make sure you subscribe right now to our YouTube channel. Hit that notification button, and if you haven't, those who are tuned in now, hit the like button. Yeah. Those things are extremely important to do because it helps our algorithm. So it's really important that you share, you like, and you subscribe to our YouTube channel to help us get the algorithm up. But
then not only YouTube, on Twitch too. We on Twitch. So we're live on Twitch right now. So hit us up on Twitch. So all our Twitch watchers, hit that subscribe button. And okay,
but I'm not saying that they were right for the incident. I'm saying we cannot blame Benny or Freddie. We got to blame the people who tried to jump Freddie, because all Freddie did, and you got to defend yourself. You that many people coming at you, you gonna defend yourself. You gonna be looking like my man from Don't Be a Menace, just flat.
Yeah, you should. I mean, I agree with you. He has to defend himself, but it should have never happened.
It shouldn't have. But I also, honestly, I gained more respect for him because you did it. You defended yourself, and it was that like, it was mad people. Like I saw the video. You didn't lose your chains. And then you still went and performed, and you weren't on somebody got to die when they asked you about it. You were just calm, like, it happens. I had words with somebody from the city. I came to the city. That happens.
We got to chill.
And no, we do have to chill, but you got to respect the fact that man got jumped, and then he didn't wild out. He took it like a man, and he kept going. Now, the people who jumped him, we revoked their hood card. But him, you gotta respect that. You gotta respect that.
If he's there and he gets jumped, okay, so we gotta blame whoever did it.
Yeah,
they get their card pulled. Because in a sense, you're right. He can't if he wasn't there starting no trouble. He's there to perform, and somebody jumped.
And he was shopping. Like he was out. He was at the mall.
I'm laughing at Eddie OJ comment. The way he ended it, you had to end it with a joke. Read the comment.
He said, Eddie OJ said, "I'm with Ray on blacks acting ignorant, no matter what's going on. Like I said, blacks hate blacks. Tell them Ray straight ignorant. First Will Smith, now this."
What the fuck?
But let's be honest, most artists wouldn't have performed after that. Oh, they tried to rob me. I'm going home. He still performed, and a lot of artists would have been looking for murder after that. Remember, to bring back up Indian Youngboy. His artist got his chain snatched. The first thing he did was, this club gonna get shot up, this, that, and then the club really got shot up. Like he was allegedly. But no, the club really got shot up. I don't know if he had anything to do with it, but that club got shot. They had to box from the window.
Stop the violence. Stop the violence.
Because that's not what we want. So you gotta respect Freddie, because guess what? He still performed, and he didn't look to escalate. He looked to let it in right there. All right, these kids jump me because they fans of this man. I'm in his city. I'm not gonna escalate this situation.
Well, okay.
So you gotta respect him for that. Because a lot of people would have wanted to escalate that. He said this is a situation. It doesn't deserve being escalated. We're gonna leave it as it is. Now, should those kids have jumped him? No. But you always gotta respect the man who can take a loss and keep pushing and doing what he has to do without trying to escalate the situation to the next.
So I'm gonna just put it on, and I hate to use this word, but I'm gonna use it the way it is. We just put it on the ignorant niggas who decided to start that trouble right in Buffalo after black people got shot and killed, right?
Yeah.
No, you did it right. You separated black people from niggas. You said it right. Okay, because I don't like to use the N-word either. But when it needs to be used, there are niggas out there.
Yeah,
okay?
They are.
And they ain't black people all the time. Okay,
yeah.
So let's get that understood. You know what I mean? So you said it absolutely right. Okay?
And look, I'm a fan of Benny the Butcher, but I do agree with Freddie Gibbs. Like, as an artist, if you get robbed somewhere, bro, that doesn't mean that the fans there don't still love you, bro. Still go see them. Like, that's messed up that artists will get robbed or beat up in the city and they'll never go back there, because you have fans that love you there that might never have another chance to see you.
I don't go to rap concerts. Fuck that shit. I know what's going down.
But it's like most of the time when rap
Stay away from
they not what they
July
supposed to be.
23rd.
That's not a rap concert. I mean, it's gonna be a few rappers there, but that's not really rap. That's like more of an old school. You get a better, more chill crowd, and you get. I mean, it's gonna be a few rappers in the building, but not those other ones. But me personally, you ain't catching me at no rap shit. Don't even invite me. I'm not going. I don't feel fucking safe. You think I'm pulling up? Hell no. I want to go home.
Who are you going to see? Because I don't know too many rappers getting robbed and shot at their shows that aren't like super in the trenches.
What happened at that last rap concert that they was trampling on people and shit?
Oh, you talking about
Astro World?
Yeah.
All right, so like Travis Scott concerts are raves, and then it was at a festival, which is a rave.
They was sticking. I ain't
so like,
with none of that.
You gotta know whose concert you're going to. Like, if you go to
I ain't going to nobody's concert.
Yeah.
I see your motherfuckers on TV.
The last concert, what was that? We went to Beyonce and Jay-Z. That was it.
Beyonce, Jay. I don't need to see nobody else. That's my two main favorite artists besides Nicki Minaj. I love my girl Nicki, though. I gotta say that. I've been saying that because I just realized that Nicki's one of my favorite artists. But yes, Jay, we seen Jay and Beyonce. Okay, and that's it for me. I'm tapping out. It's over. I don't need to see nobody else.
Yeah, and rappers, I'm in security, man. Why do rappers never have security other than the baby? The baby's in his security team. Hire his people,
his
bro.
security team ain't doing what they supposed to do, though.
Look, what you mean? Look.
The baby shouldn't be in no issues.
But guess what? What issue was he in? That man, look, I'm not gonna hold you. He did shoot that man. That was illegal shooting, and he shot him way out deep on the other side of the yard. Like, that man put out sniper rifle skills to hit that man.
Yeah.
You gotta have with his baby mama's brother.
Drama.
His baby mama's brother. I'm not gonna hold you. They shouldn't have let that go. But the baby had to punch him before everybody else hit him. I was like, he'd have looked bad because like he's a gangster rapper.
No, and that's the problem.
But look, that's the problem. But look, that's the image that he portrays, and he chose to portray. He chose to portray himself as the gangster that pops off before anything else. So now you have to pop off before anybody else.
No, you don't. No, you don't. That's ignorant. Because
look, you are what you say you are. So if you're gonna keep saying this is not who I was, this is who I am, Well, then be that man when it happens, because you're not saying that's who you were. If that's who you were, I respect you.
You gotta understand.
But if you're saying that
he started that fight. He started that fight. He walked up on a guy. It's on sight, and he started hitting.
No, look, the baby was 100% right there. And that man walked up on him.
No, but I'm gonna tell you now. You know how people could walk up on me. If you don't touch me, say what the fuck you want, but just keep on walking.
But nah, look, that was the type of walk. Somebody was swinging. Somebody was swinging. Like that. Somebody was swinging. They were both about to swing, and the baby just got his off first. Now, should they have fought in the bowling alley? Nah, that's stupid.
Yeah, they look like they was on ice skates, man. They look like a dumbass.
Nah, that was wild funny. But like, get a good security team, because like too many rappers are getting killed for y'all to be running around here bare security. Because like, let's be honest, that Freddie Gibbs situation could have ended way worse.
Yeah, that could have. It shouldn't have happened at all.
And you're right, it shouldn't have. That could have ended way worse.
Yo, Court and contempt. I see you down, mama. That's what I'm talking about. We about to shut it down, though. Cause I gotta go to the bathroom, and I could just go to the bathroom. I ain't really. Y'all want to keep going, or
we done right now. We I don't want to keep going.
Hold on, let's see this last.
Let's see this last. We want to say this, and then we gonna shut it. Well, we got a couple more. We gonna read these last few comments, and we gonna shut it down and give our verdict.
No, look, that's what I was saying, Eddie. Look. You got to know whose concert you're going to. If you're going to a Travis Scott concert, you just know it's going to be a rave. There's going to be wild drugs, and he's going to tell the crowd to wild up and tear everything up. If you're going to a concert for an up and coming rapper that just talks wild gang stuff, you got to expect that. Like, don't go to those shows. I'm not going to hold you. Don't go to those shows unless that's what you want.
We ain't going.
But guess what? You can go to a J. Cole show. Nobody's shooting you at J. Cole and Drake show. Nobody gonna shoot you at Kendrick and Future show.
Fighting,
But even the baby, ain't nothing happening to you out of the baby or Lil Baby show.
I don't know. I'm not taking my chances.
Matter of fact, I'm not gonna hold you. Now, at the baby show, he might hop in the crowd and smack you, because we not gonna forget that one was
and you see, and then you wondering why these people are coming after rappers.
Yeah, I mean, that was wild.
Let me rephrase that. Like Eddie OJ said, listen, you talking our era or boom bap or whatever, yeah, I might pull up to something like that. But I don't really, I don't keep up to date with the newer artists anymore. I just don't. But you're not going to catch me at any of their things or events or concerts or none of that stuff. And depending on who's rapping, I might not show up in there either. Because I love a few people, but I ain't showing up to their shit. For example, I'm going to say, like MOP, I love MOP. You ain't going to catch me at MOP. I know who pulling up there. You gotta know where you're going. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain people where it's like, I love them, but I know who pulling up. I know the real ones. Y'all keep it gangster. I know what time it is. That's okay. I'll watch you from home, baby.
And this is for my people who are legally armed. If you're legally armed, you should always carry your thing. But guess what? If you say, I should bring my gun here, you shouldn't be going there. You shouldn't be like, if you need to bring your gun, stay home, bro. And then Dio's just, I forgot that the baby swung on his artist not to, and it was mad funny because like you could tell they had words and the baby looked like he walked away and he hit like this spinning 360 overhand windmill punch and missed.
All right, so who the hell is on trial right now?
Everybody's on trial. Look, hip hop is on trial.
We already gave the guy we're not mentioning his name.
Yeah,
for shooting up them black people. We already told what should happen to him.
So.
I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like, we already said that he's guilty.
And the 911 dispatcher,
and the 911
guilty.
And then like, on what we just talked about on the rest of this, I feel like I was wrong. The baby is also guilty because like, he been wilding.
I told you, he been wilding.
But look, I don't even know if we can revoke his hood card if he needs to get like a renewal because like it's hood.
He said, "Give him his shit back."
But he's out here wilding. Like he be punching people. And he beat up that old man. That's the old man he shot. He beat up a different old man in North Carolina or something.
Not for nothing. The baby needs mental health.
the baby, he probably got.
He did. He killed somebody.
He did. Yeah, he killed somebody in Walmart. And even that situation, I mean,
he needs mental health.
Yeah, I saw the video. Like he kind of started that.
And he just had mental health issues like everybody else out there.
Yeah, but unfortunately, people kill. Everybody can say it's easy to kill somebody, but until you have to go to sleep at night.
Look, most of the people we look at as hardcore gangsters are people with mental disorders. Like you see people, he a gangster, he gonna shoot you. But this is somebody who has issues. That's why they wilding out like that.
Absolutely.
I feel like we do have actually a real bad mental health crisis in the hood. Some people,
We do.
We do.
People,
It's no exaggeration. We do.
The baby is hood, but I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what is it about him or why do I like him. I don't know. Like the baby,
I like his music.
Fire.
I like his music.
His music is good. I can't deny it. I really can't.
You can tell, unlike a lot of artists, you can tell he's really big. Like he's just 100%.
Like it's kind of like how Cardi B is. It's like, you know what I mean? Like they are who they are, and we love them anyway, right? We love them for being who they are.
I also feel like that's why we like Lil Baby, which is like it shows how far like music has come and like how fan influences come. Because at one point, two artists with similar names would not have made it, and now social media is like, nah, we listen to them both.
All right.
Well.
Guys, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, hoodlers and hood rats. This is Hood Court. You already know what it is. It seems like most people on here got their Hood Card revoked. They broke the hood rules. It's going down. Y'all know that we are here. We try to be here every single Wednesday at 8 p.m. Make sure y'all pull up to Hood Court where it goes down. We do not play. No filter, no cap, whatever you want to call it. This is what we do. I'm Lady Miz. This is Poppy Fortune. This is Ray the Silent Assassin. Don't forget, every Monday at 7 p.m. we have From the Ground Up Productions, where we interview entertainers and entrepreneurs and legends on our show. And on Tuesday at 7 to 8.
It's 8
p.m. we have Talk Therapy. Talk Therapy is where we discuss different topics and we get deep because we talk about mental health. Well, we need a place where we could go release, be ourselves and speak our truth. And Talk Therapy, that is the platform for us to be able to do that. So mark your calendars. Make sure you hit that notification button. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, From the Ground Up Productions. We spell the Ebonics way, DA, From the Ground Up Productions. And if you haven't already, hit that like button right now. Don't forget, we got an album out right now called Family Business. You can go to my website, ladymiz.com, and y'all can actually purchase the full album or singles, or you can stream it if you want to. I have my potato chips out called Boss Move Chips for the bosses out there. Pull up. If you want to invest in yourself, you can get on the bag. Yes, this is an investment. This ain't no, I'm gonna hook my homie up and I'm just selling bags over top. I did my shit the right way, baby. So if you want to invest in yourself and get your face on Boss Move Chips, let me know. Hit me up and I will send you the business information so you can do that. Also, what else we got going on here? Because I make sure I'm talking about. Let me first.
Wait, what Lil Baby do?
let me talk real quick. Let me give some shout outs for Lagoica. Lagoica is a graphic designer. He's he does websites. He does book covers. Okay, Lagoica. We're gonna see that at the bottom of the screen. LOGOIKA.com. You see this Hood Court right there? He created that. He did my Boss Move stuff. This brother is super talented. He does sculpting and all of that. Look him up. Hit him up. Tell him I sent you. This brother got a lot going on. And when I say I've never seen nobody like him, he's amazing. Amazing. Totally amazing. Shout out to everybody that was on the Family Business album. Don't forget July 23rd. It's going down. Scroll. Let me see if I missed anything. Nope, you got everything. Got everything. Boss Move Chips, www.bossmovechips.com. You could go place your order now. Yes, there are 5 other flavors besides the one that is out. Okay, I'm not putting them out so quick, but they are there. It is going down. Big shout out to Tyler Mix. He could not make it. That is another one of the judges on the show. Big shout out to him. Big shout out to the 845. Big shout out to making it in the 845. Yes, we have a reality show that we are going to be doing called Making It in the 845. We're doing it ourselves. We also got Hood Pain film that's going to be coming out. We shooting that ourselves. So yes, it's going down. We promoting it all. We doing it all. This is in-house. This is family business. You already know what it is. I'm done. Y'all can close the show if you want, but I'm out.
Yeah, I'm just saying peace out, y'all. I ain't got no more to say.
Like you said, be on the lookout for the Hood Pain film. Should be dropping late fall, early winter of this year. Written by Joseph Jermaine, directed by Miz, myself, and Joseph Jermaine. Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace.
We hope you enjoyed your time with From the Ground Up Productions. 10. We hope you enjoyed your time with From the Ground Up Productions. We'll see you next time. Be sure to add our channel to your Roku list and listen to us on all streaming platforms.
From the ground up. From the ground up. There's only one way to go from here.